Details Fan. It's your boy here again, and today I'm going to be showing you guys, just giving you a little sneak peek, or to be honest, I'm going to give you some details, about my stock portfolio. A lot of persons have been asking me about stocks, and what I invest in and stuff like that. So today I'm going to be showing, giving you an idea, of the stocks that I buy, why I buy them, and giving you some dividend ideas. Ideas. Again, not a financial advisor, right? So if you need financial advice, consult your nearest investment firm, and they'll bring you up to speed on what you need to get done, right? So I'm going to be showing you guys basically my top performing stocks. Quite a few stocks that, for me, when I'm buying stocks, one of the first things that I try to do, I buy stocks that I actually use, right? So anything in food industry, banking, and one of my best stocks right now, Trans Jamaica, because don't know, your boy live in Portmore, and trust me, right now they raise that toll fee and your boy got to get some money out of it, because it's expensive out here. Yeah, so here's a few of the stocks that I actually have in my portfolio. Now, number one, I have Burrito. Now, Burrito is one of my long time stocks, and for me, I buy stocks with long-term ideas in my long-term investment, because I'm trying to create some form of passive income. So that's my main reasons why I actually buy into these stocks, right? So currently, as of this date, my Burrito stock value is around 137,399, right? So that's my Burrito stock. Next I have on the list is GHL, or what you call Guardian Holdings Limited, right? With this one, my current stock value is around 181,794. These value I'm quoting, these are all in Jamaican dollars, right? So these are the value in Jamaican dollars. So yeah. Next we have GK, or the Great Grace Kennedy. Now, this was one of my first stock, and I actually started investing around 7-8 years ago. This was one of my first stock that I actually invested in, and I started small. Don't believe the hype when people tell you, hey, you need to have a lot of money to invest. No, right? I actually bought this stock. I spent about $6,000. That was my first time investing, and that was the first stock that I ever bought in my portfolio. Right, so for this one, I currently the value for it right now is currently $235,840. Right. Next on the list, Separate. And again, guys, for me, I buy a lot of food, so don't know your boy have to ensure that he's getting back some change from those. Can't just be spending and not getting anything out of it. So for my Separate stock, my current value for that stock is $243,485, right? Next on the list, we have the famous TJH, or Trans Jamaican Highway. Now for this stock, I bought it, this stock came out IPO during COVID, and trust me, this stock stood the test of time, because as I said, COVID, a lot of persons don't have any money and all of that. I bought this, it came out at about $1 per share. No, lie. Came out at about $1.44 a share. Yeah. And as I said again, came out in COVID. And during COVID, not a lot of movement happening, so not a lot of profits and stuff like that. Depleted, and the stock price actually dipped. Like, I think the lowest it went was maybe around 113, 114 there about dollar 14 or $1.13, right? And I decided that, you know what, I'm gonna buy it because again, the boy live in Portmore, so you know, no matter what, I'm always gonna use the highway. And my thing has always been, if I'm using it, there's have to be somewhere where I'm gaining. So I invested heavily. This is one of my most heavily invested stocks. And currently the stock value right now for me is $553,703. Right? Next on the list we have Carreras, or CAR, which is that's the symbol, the ticker symbol on the Jamaica Stock Exchange, right? Now Carrera, this is a stock that I've been watching for years. So it was kind of a complicated stock for me. Why? Because as I said again, your boy normally buys stocks that he uses. No, I don't smoke. You know, I don't smoke, but over the years I realized that Carrier has been one of those long-standing stocks that always stood the test of time, always been a dividend payer right through no matter what, you know. And as I say, most of my stocks I buy them for the purpose of dividends. You know, I'm a dividend investor. So, you know, I bought into Carreras, and currently my Carrera value is around $240,108. Right? So yeah, and it's been paying consistent dividends. So yeah, that's one of the good stocks. You know. Next, I decided that, you know, I want to delve into some of the banking sector, you know. So I went and bought Scotiabank, or SGJ, on the stock exchange. Currently my Scotiabank value is around $176,066. Right? Next on the list we have RPL, or Regency Petroleum Limited. Now this stock, I bought it at IPO. It came out at about $1. At the point of this video, I think it's been fluctuating. But currently it's about $2.40 thereabout. So, you know, this is another stock that I was watching, and one of the reasons why I actually went into this stock was I lost the opportunity to go into Fesco when Fesco came out. And boy, that was a crazy loss in terms of opportunity. So I decided that I'm going to take on this one, and to be honest, RPL has been performing good on the stock exchange. So, you know, I decided that I'm going to invest in it. So currently, the value for the stock for me right now is about $113,109. Next, we have JMMB Group Limited. Right now, I bought into this as well recently. As a matter of fact, the next, this and the stock after will be the last two stocks that I actually recently bought into. Now, for this one, value for it is about $11,981. As I said, recently decided I'm going to buy into it. You know, so that's what I did. And last but not least, I bought into Wigton. Now, I had actually bought into Wigton some time back, very small amount, and yeah, that was, I think, during COVID, if I'm not mistaken, and it was the time when I bought it wasn't a great time. I realized it started plummeting. I sold it back. It took a while, and then it started to bounce back. So, you know, recently I bought into it, and you know, it's been good. So the value for that currently is around $15,013. Now the total value for that portfolio is currently $1,908,472 to be specific. Now, I actually have two investment portfolio. This is my JMMB EMA portfolio. I'll be doing a follow-up video on my NCB capital markets investment portfolio. That one is that wasn't what I started with, but majority of my investment has been with JMMB. For me, it's a bit easier. I do a lot of banking with JMMB. Not a sponsored video, but just shouting out the team out there, right? Now, I'm going to be giving you a little idea of what my dividend payments are, right, with these stocks. Not all of them paid me dividends, right? Not all of them paid me dividends, but for me, I'm a long-term investor. So most of these stocks that I buy them for dividends, and I buy them for long-term investing. I have to start creating generational wealth from somewhere, right? So that's what your boy been doing. Now, for Burrito, my dividends, the last dividend payment that I got for Burrito, and these dividends has been paid from the starting of this year. So it's not from when I started investing. These are just for this year, between January to June. Further down, by the end of the year again, I'll give you an update, and what the second half of the year will be like. I'm going to give you a total of what my total dividends for the year will be. Now, for Burrito, my dividend amount was $2,568.08. This was paid on the 5th of February 2024. Now, don't look at the price, don't look at how much you've been getting your dividends for. Remember, again, for me, these are long term, so these are passive income. And what I try to do, I reinvest all of my dividends. That's what I do. I reinvest all my dividends, and I buy my stocks. I do a monthly buying of my stocks. So every month, I allocate funds that I use to buy my stocks. No matter the price of these specific stocks, I will buy them, right? High or low. Now, next one on the list, we have GHL, Guardian Holdings, $4,568.96, and I got this payment on the 13th of May 2024. Next, I have Grace Kennedy. So Grace Kennedy so far has paid me twice. First one was on the 11th of April 2024 at a value of $1,410.42. The next one was on the 18th of June 2024. That paid me a value of $1,491.79. Right? Next on the list, we have TJH, Trans Jamaica, and as I said again, heavily invested in this stock. So it paid out a dividend of $11,895.08, and this was paid out to me on the 29th of April 2024. Right? So far I've only gotten one from TJH, but boy, you're gonna be looking for it further down in the year, So yeah. Next on the list, Carreras. Now, Carrera paid me twice so far since year, and again, Carrera has been one of my most consistent dividend paying stocks. Now, first payment for Carrera was on the 9th of April 2024 at a value of $4,716.44. That was my first dividend payment for this year. The second dividend payment that I got paid from Carrera was on the 1st of July 2024, and I got $3,426.52. The last dividend paying stock on this list between January and June is Scotia. Now, I got my first dividend payment for Scotia on the 2nd of January 2024, and the price for that was $497.76. The second payment for this was on the 19th of April 2024 at a value of $1,095.82. So with the total value of this came up to around $32,000 something. And yes, I know I'm going to be hearing in the comments, but that sounds small for the value of your portfolio. Yes, it might be, but there's a few things you have to bear in mind. You have to bear in mind when you do start buying these stocks, when the dividends are paid out. Those are the things that you have to take into consideration, right? So it might look small, but again, depending on when you decide that you're going to buy these stocks, and depending on when these dividends are paid, these things are what you have to take into consideration. By the end of the year, when I do an update on this video, you might see something different. So yeah, guys, so that was my portfolio updates for mid-year 2024. Now, quite a few of these dividends, they paid either quarterly, biannually, or even sometimes once a year. It just depends on which stock, right? So that's it for me, guys. And remember, invest. That's the best thing that you can ever do right now. Invest if you want passive income. Investment, right? I know a lot of us talking about we want to be rich, but no rich man ever get rich without investing. Remember that. Price details. Remember, like, share, click the notification, guys. Click the notification, comments, right? And remember, be prepared to see a lot more videos. Okay? Your boy out. Peace.